Coach Gian here, just going to do a recap of practice number 1 with our read and react offense. Going over some of the foundations. I've got my xylophone stick here as my pointer stick. Some people call this play 50 because there's 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All spread out on the exterior. There's nobody in the post here. It's positionless because there's no official point guard, there's no shooting guards, there's no centers, forwards. Anybody can play at any spot. We'll start with a ball up top. Basically, there's one rule on the foundation. If you pass it, you must basket cut. So let's go through the rotation here. So up top, passes it out wide. He basket cuts. If he's not open, you fill up, fill out. Then he can pass down here. He basket cuts. If he's not open, he fills out, fills up, fills out. You can pass up here. He basket cuts down here. This one's actually pretty awkward because there's no other spots for him to fill out except to cut back to his original spot. Let's say he passes up here. He basket cuts down here. You fill up. Any spot that's within one pass away from the ball has the highest priority to fill up. Then you pass it out here. Matthew actually had a really good question last week's practice. He actually asked, when do we know when to pass it to the cutter? When he's open, how do we know? So if we have a defender here and Matthew has the ball, he passes over here, so he must cut by rule. So we want him to do a front cut in front of the defender. As soon as he's open there, we would feed him here and then he dribbles for a layup. Now, if you have an aggressive defender and Matthew passes the ball out here and the defender tries to cut off that front cut, then you just do a back cut and he might be open deeper down here and the defender will be following him and you go in for a nice strong layup. So ideally we want front cuts. So if you pass it here and then you just cut straight to the basket in front, you'd be open sooner, easier entry pass. Now the other option for the reading and react is actually if a defender is being very aggressive and you're trying to make this pass, but the defender's hugging the passer, the guy you're trying to pass it to, and he's beyond the read line or the 3-point line. We're calling that the read line. So if the defender's here, you'd be able to make the pass comfortably and cut. If you have a defender that's really aggressive and he's beyond the read line, like Mac was recognizing, then you automatically cut and then you have a chance to score here. So this is the read line. If you cannot make a pass here and this guy on this side is also blocking here, then there's no signal from the passer or no signal from the cutter. You just automatically cut. If it's open, you feed him. If not, you rotate up. He's chasing him. Then now he'll probably open and you fill out here. So those are the options. We're looking for front cuts, back cuts, or if you have an aggressive defender who's trying to pick off this pass or intercept it, then that's going to be an automatic rotation. and fill up here. And if this guy is still aggressive on them, then you just rotate again. And eventually they'll just get tired of chasing you, and we'll be able to reset it. Actually, not reset, just run the offense from whatever position.